Hello all. Welcome to a training program on mobile application development by Department of Computer Engineering, SNJB's College of Engineering, Chandwad. In this last session, we have seen the tutorials on how to use text view, edit text, buttons, image view. Now in this tutorial, we are going to see how to complete the login page. Means our today's objective is we will be checking the username and password field that is entered into the edit text, and if it's correct, we will set the background color as green, and if it's wrong, we will set the background color as red. So let's start it. We will be creating a new application. Now we want a blank activity. After that, finish. Now here we have created a second application, some Gradle issues. Okay. Now first thing we will be doing is we will be designing a page. We will design our GUI and then we will do the coding. Okay, so first of all I am changing this constraint layout to relative layout. I'm removing this text view. Okay, so our relative layout has been set. So let's drag and drop the text view, plain text field. After that again text view. After that again text field. Now here we want a password, so I am taking the password text field. Now after that we require two buttons. So first button is for sign up and second button is for login, and for second button is for clear. Okay, so now let's do the design. I'm setting the text, enter, user name. After here enter the password. I want to increase the size, so I'm writing here Android colon text size and give it as 25 dp. Same for this text view, 25. So this is my edit text 1, this is my edit text 2. These are the two buttons. Now let's go to main activity. As we know that whenever we are doing any sort of code, first of all we need to create the object. So let's create the object of the components. First object we will be creating is about edit text e1 and e2. After that we have two buttons, so button b1 and b2. Now after creating the objects, we need to find and bind these objects to the components which we have drag and dropped over here. So let's start. E1 is equals to, as we know that we have find view by id method. Inside that you need to write r.id.edit text, which is the first edit text. Now this is giving you error. You need to cast this edit text component to this object. So select the first option, that is cast to Android edit widget. After that e2 is equals to find view by id r.id.edit text 2. Same process for this. Now after that this must be repeated for button also, r.id.button. b2 is equals to find view by id r.id.button 2. Now here I don't want to perform any operation on this text view, right? So I am not creating the object of the text view. Whatever the operation I am going to perform, I am going to check the this field and this field based on this button. That means when I will click on this button, I need to check the username which is entered in this text field and password which is entered in this text field, and I am going to set the color to the background. Now this background is nothing but your relative layout. This background is your relative layout, so we need to create one more object of relative layout. So I'm creating as RL. Again we need to find relative layout. RL is equals to find view by id, r dot id dot. Now here you may not get the id property of relative layout, so we need to manually set here. Now this is my relative layout. Oh, sorry, this is my relative layout. Here I need to set an id property. So android colon id equals to, here you need to set a plus id, and here I am setting its id as rl. So I need to find view by id and then rl. Now next thing we need to do is we need to apply the listener on this button, right? So we will be applying b1 dot set on click listener. After that, inside this you need to write this keyword. When you will get the error, you need to implement the interface. So just press and alter enter in Android Studio. You will get an option like make main activity implements Android view dot on click listener. Now as I have already told you that whenever you implement any listener, you should write down all the methods which are in listener. So here only one method is there, that is on click. So whenever you are going to press any button, you are going to come in a on click method. Again b2 dot set on click listener. This. Now here we have applied the listener on both the button. Now when I will press the first button, you need to check username and password, and that will be in a string format. So I am creating string user is equals to e1 dot get text dot to string. So whatever the string you are going to enter in the e1 text field, that is this text field. So whenever you are going to press the button, this text field data will be copied into user, and same goes for string pass is equals to e2 dot get text dot to string. Now when I will click the button, I have a username password entered by the user in this user string and in this password string. Now here I need to compare these two strings. So if user dot equals, core Java has a method equals where you can compare the two string. So here I'm checking if user dot equals snjb and pass dot equals coe coe. When both the strings are right, you need to set the background color of relative layout to green. So this is the background relative layout, and the object of this background relative layout is rl. So you need to set rl dot set background. You have an inbuilt method set background color, and inside this color dot green. So color dot green, and if username password is incorrect, that means it is not going to match the string which is given by us, that is snjb and coe. It will come to the else part. You need to set rl dot set background, here set background color dot red. That's it. Now we will run the program and we will check for the output. Let's check for the output. will take a time to install the APK. Once you get the launching activity here, the application will be deployed on your cell phone. Now see, if you can see, this is the first text view, this is the second text view, this is the first edit text, this is second edit text, and this is the button 1 and button 2. Now what I am doing, I'm writing SNJB, which is the string which we have set, and here COE. Now I'm clicking on the button 1 as we have applied the listener on button 1. Button 1, see this, we have set the string as SNJB and password as COE. When I am clicking on the button, it is coming into this section, and here we have set the color as green. Now I am giving a wrong password here. Let's say COE. I'm giving it in a small case, COE. Now if you can see, the username and password is not matching, the color is setting to red. So this is how you need to complete this program. Now in the next tutorial, what we are going to say is we will be giving a username and password. If it matches the string which we have given, it will be transferring you to the second activity. That means you will be having a two forms now. The one activity, you will enter the username and password. If that username and password is correct, you will open a second activity, that means second form. So that will we will see in the next tutorial. Thank you.